Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Better Part. I'm Rusty King, your host for the day, and we have an exciting adventure with pets and people. So join us, won't you?
Welcome to The Better Part, a program that encompasses a diverse spectrum of topics important to our community, which we hope will both inform and entertain you. We invite you to sit back and enjoy the program.
Hello, our guests today are from a wonderful organization called Furry Friends that provides pets to comfort and help and be with people who don't have pets or are in assisted living and such. My first guest is Ellen. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yes.
Good, because the spelling's a little different. Winkler. So we're going to find out all about this. Welcome to our show.
Thank you. And this is Rain.
Rain, how are you? I got to talk with you earlier. Let me put my board down, and we're here to pet, so that's what I'm going to do. What kind of pet is she?
Rain is a border collie. She was actually picked up as a stray down in Los Angeles. She was found alone and pregnant. So Border Collie Rescue came and got her and put her in foster care. And that's where she raised her babies. And
Is that right?
Once the babies all found good homes, then they advertised for her. So she's been part of my family for almost 8 years now.
So she has a wonderful story to tell, and she's actually been helped and now is ready to help others.
That's right. That's the name of the game, is passing it on.
Hey, how did Furry Friends begin?
Furry Friends started in 1983. A woman named Judy Kell had a child who was terminally ill. And what she realized is the kid was happier and more calm when she was with her cat. So realizing the benefit that this animal had for her child, she started working with a prominent veterinarian and pediatric physician here in the Bay Area. They approached Lucille Packard Children's Hospital in Palo Alto and started our very first visits there. Wow. And we still visit with Packard. We've got 3 teams a month that go and visit with the kids there.
Now, this organization's grown quite a bit since.
Yes, we have about 300 active volunteers, and we visit in 60 facilities in San Mateo, Santa Clara, and Santa Cruz counties.
Is that right? Now, are these pets privately owned?
Yes, these are all our own animals that we just want to share the love that they give us with other people. Our motto for the organization is we're licking loneliness.
Licking loneliness. I saw that on the back of your t-shirt, and that's wonderful. Also, equal petting opportunities.
That's right. That's
well,
right.
good.
Say hi.
Hi. Now, is it always dogs?
No.
Okay.
We have a number of animals in the organization. In fact, one is here that's not a dog. His name is Magic, but I don't want to give the surprise away.
Okay.
So when Magic comes on camera, you'll see what kind of animal he is. Wow. But we have cats, we have llamas, we have a goat that's a wonderful goat that's in our program now. We have guinea pigs, we've had snakes. Not restricted.
You bring snakes for people to pet?
That's right.
Wow.
Snakes are really cool.
I bet they're very relaxed.
Oh, yeah.
They just have a bad image, but that's good. Now, you're at Pacific Gardens today. So is this a regular stop that you make?
Yes, we visit here on the 3rd Sunday of every month. Okay. We visit first with the Memory Support Unit, folks with dementia and Alzheimer's. Okay. We visit with there are 10 or 12 people upstairs that we come and visit with. And then we come down here to the courtyard and we visit with the assisted living team down here. So they really look forward to the visits. The 3rd Sunday of the month is circled on their calendar. They know when the dogs are coming.
I saw that exactly as you describe it because I saw them with their walkers, all getting in line, ready to come out and meet all the pets of the day.
It's amazing what these animals, even just once a month, can offer. One of the places that we visit at is the Children's Shelter in San Jose, just kids waiting for foster care. And there was a boy there who was about 16 years old who was always running away. And one day he came back on his own and the counselor said to him, out of curiosity, why did you come back? He said the dogs are coming tomorrow.
Is that right?
And he didn't want to
Oh, what a great tale. Wow. Now, you were saying this is a border collie, and you have all types of animals that can be pet. You must have a training system because people would bring their pets to you, but they might not be ready to go into the public eye.
Right. We actually have a 3-step process. First, we ask the prospective owners of animals visit with their veterinarian, and we give the vet a short little form to fill out, certifying that the animal's healthy and well-behaved. Then we have a class. Julie Bond is our behaviorist. That Julie conducts the class. that you have to come to. It's held once a month. And Julie tells you what we do, how we do it, and evaluates the animals and makes recommendations.
Yeah, I think we're going to meet with her later, as a matter of fact.
Okay, Julie's here. And then the third step in the process is we work in teams. So the team captain, I'm the team captain here at Pacific Garden. We get the form that's filled out by Julie, and we contact the volunteer, and we arrange usually for the volunteer to come the first time themselves without their animal, to see the facility, meet the other team members, see what's going on, get a chance to understand the visits, because they're all very different.
Right.
And then the next time they can come with their animal, oftentimes for a shorter period of time, 20 minutes or half an hour. Our visits are almost always an hour once a month.
Okay.
So it's not a huge commitment on the term of the volunteers, but we want to make sure the animals enjoy this, that they're happy, that they like it. So
Sure. So there are three types of things to please around here. And I noticed that some of them are able to come down to meet the pets, but you also take the pets up to the ones who aren't as ambulatory.
That's right. And it depends on the facility. We visited hospitals, which obviously people are not ambulatory at all, so we'll go room to room. We also we have off-leash visits with children. I mentioned Children's Shelter. We also do Eastfield Minquan, which is a residential home for emotionally disturbed children. And we visited Juvenile Hall down in San Jose.
Right.
So those are off-leash visits. We tend to have more active, energetic dogs.
Yes.
We bring toys and food. We teach the kids how to teach dogs tricks, which gives them a great sense of accomplishment and self-esteem. So it depends on the visit and how it's run.
Yeah.
And that's why we have team captains.
Yeah. And these are all good things.
Yes. it is.
I'll let you guess out of that list you just gave which institution I had been in. Juvenile hall, perhaps?
I'm not thinking any kind
Let me ask you this. Financially, you're a nonprofit organization, so I bet you could use donations. I mean, you always could, correct?
Always. We've got a lot of individual contributions, and contributions can be made at our website, furryfriends.org.
Furryfriends.org.
We also work with a lot of corporations. A lot of our volunteers will work with Google and Yahoo and some of the bigger companies in the Bay Area. Those organizations will often contribute out of their funds for their when their employees are involved with an organization. So we get contributions that way as well. But we need time as well as money, people to serve on the board.
Sure. And I'm sure it's growing as we speak, week by week. Anything you might like to add about your organization that I'm forgetting to ask?
No, I think we covered a lot of it. We really are looking for animals that seek out human companionship like Rain. Rain would rather be petted than eat. We work with all kinds of animals in San Mateo, Santa Clara, and Santa Cruz counties. We love new organizations to want us to come over. One story I wanted to tell, my next door neighbor recently had bypass surgery. She's in her late 80s, and they sent her to a convalescent home to recuperate, one in Sunnyvale. And I took Rain to visit because she adores Rain. We only visited with Molly for about 15 minutes, but it took us an hour and a half to get out of there.
To get in and out with the other patients and people wanting to pet her?
People came and said, "My mother's in room 7. Can you go?" And so we just wandered around the whole facility.
Wow, that is wonderful. It's a feel-good story, and best of luck with everything in the future. I hope it lasts forever.
I think it will.
Give us one more time the location if people want to donate or perhaps check into having their pets become, part of this organization.
It's furryfriends.org, furryfriends plural.org. I just want to make a differentiation. Furry Friends Rescue is a different organization. They're an organization that actually replaces homes and finds new homes for abandoned dogs.
Okay.
So give a big plug to Furry Friends Rescue, but they are different. So we are furryfriends.org, pet assisted therapy.
Yeah. And let's not forget that snakes are invited too. You don't have to be furry. And that's all very exciting. Thank you again. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're about to meet two very exciting people. I don't know who's happier here. We have a furry friend and my new friend, too. What's your name?
Jeannie Battle.
We're with Jeannie Battle, who you must really look forward to this every time they come.
I've been here 4 years, and I enjoy every time they come.
Really? I saw everyone lining up in anticipation when the pets got here.
That's right.
Wow.
We look forward to them so much. A lot of us had pets of our own.
Of course, and now here it's probably not practical.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
But we get these.
Yeah.
once a
Now,
month.
what's your friend's name here?
Gizmo.
Gizmo. Okay. Hi. I don't know who likes this better, the petting you or Gizmo.
I don't know. You can bet I like it.
I bet you
I
do.
think he's found a home, at least temporarily. He's
Right.
got a good home.
Right. I was interviewing one of the people that bring the pets. Did you know they have pet snakes you can pet? Do you don't want to try that today?
Not really.
Okay.
I like this feeling better.
Okay. Yeah, it's very soft and it's so relaxing, isn't it?
Yes, and you know, he seems so content, and I hope he is.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you, and you have a good time today.
I will.
Hello. We're with another guest. How are you? Your name?
Roger Noel.
Roger Noel. My pleasure. And who do we have here?
That's Caesar.
Caesar. Well, royalty.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm King, Rusty King. Now, these dogs are very well trained because there's a treat sitting here and hasn't got orders that she can have it.
That's right. He's waiting until I tell him the magic word.
Okay.
Wait.
And look at this. Now, very nice, Caesar. How long have you had Caesar?
10 years almost.
And how long have you been with Furry Friends?
4 years.
4 years. You must love doing it.
Yeah, it's very rewarding, and when you see the residents here wake up and animated when you show up with the dogs, and then they know they really enjoy it too.
I bet. Now, how did you hear about Furry Friends? Was it through someone else or online?
I found it from a website, and it was local to my area, and I thought it'd be a good thing to do.
It is a good thing to do. And you brought Caesar, and did they help test her or test him, train him?
Well, they gave him a behavioral analysis to make sure that he's able to be a therapy dog. But I went the extra step and went to the AKC Good Citizens test, and he passed all 10 tests.
I don't doubt that, Caesar.
Caesar's a good citizen.
Good for you. You're doing a good cause. Do you like all the pets? See, nodded his head.
Yeah,
I like
he
that.
He does.
Well, thank you, Caesar, for all you do, and thank you, too.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.
You bet. Take it.
Well, how about that? Now, this dog is named Sporty, correct? And your name is?
My name is Lauren Flato.
Lauren, we were talking earlier when they were setting up for the shot, and you said this is the most inaccurately named dog in the history.
That is true. Sporty tends to want to lie down and just kind of lay on the floor and take the world in. He's not terrible, doesn't want to be terribly athletic given a choice.
Wow, Sporty and I have a lot in common. Beautiful coat on the dog. What kind of dog is this?
He's a Labrador Retriever.
Labrador. Now, you were saying earlier about he was going to be a guide dog for the blind, but then what happened?
He was born with some birth defects. He had a hole in his diaphragm, so they repaired everything and he's totally fine, but they chose not to train him, and we were able to get him when he was an 8-week-old puppy. So we've done all his training, and being such a smart, well-bred dog, we thought, what other kind of therapy work could he do? And he seemed ideally suited for this type of work with his very mellow personality.
Absolutely, very mellow. So originally his influence with being a guide dog would have been to relax and sit and wait up until called upon.
Exactly, and he does that very well. With lots of kids around, lots of activity. He's happy to just sit still and watch the world go by.
Well, that's what it takes. Now, how long has Sporty been with the association?
We've been doing this almost 2 years now.
What do you find most rewarding about doing it?
I like seeing how rewarding Sporty finds it. He loves the attention. He loves getting dressed up to come and getting his leash on and getting in the car. And the people that we work with really seem to enjoy the interaction. It makes them open up and talk, and they seem to enjoy the sensation of petting the dogs.
Right. So it's really good for everyone, for the dogs, for the owners, and for the people that they get to meet the dogs, right?
Absolutely.
Hey, welcome back. And guess who we're with again? You met Gizmo earlier, and Gizmo's enjoying the day. Well, we have the owners of Gizmo, and they have a little story to tell us. Your name?
I'm Gregory.
Gregory, and
Deborah.
Mother and son?
Yes.
Oh, tell us, Gregory, how Gizmo became a part of the project.
Well, I had to pick a community project for my bar mitzvah, and I thought this would really help people. So we got Gizmo and brought him here, and everyone loves him.
So basically, you got credit for the project, and Gizmo does all the work.
Yes.
That's a good way to do it. You're learning fast. Well, good for you. And it's nice that, for the community, for everyone. How do you feel about all that?
Oh, I think it's great. He wanted a project that we could do something with our dog, and we've continued doing it for 3 years.
It's been 3 years now? Wow, which would make you maybe 18? I'm not sure. No, 16.
15.
15, okay. Hello and welcome back. We have the star of the show. We've been teasing you about who it's going to be, and this is Magic, the miniature horse. And we're with your name?
Judy.
Judy, it's a pleasure to meet you. And hello, Magic.
Hello.
Yeah, now Magic's new to the organization, correct?
He's actually been with Furry Friends for 2 years now.
Oh, 2 years. It's just that he's young and still learning, perhaps?
He's only 3 years old, so he's still a little guy. And we've had him since he was 3 months old. When we got him, he was 24 inches tall. And right now, he's 30 and a half inches.
30 inches tall. Now, what type of horse would this be?
He's a miniature horse.
Actually miniature, not a Shetland pony or anything else, a true miniature. Where do y'all live?
We're in Los Gatos.
Okay.
Sometimes you see us on the boulevard.
So he can probably just hop in the back seat of the car?
He rides in the back of our SUV.
Okay. Wow. Now you thought he might wander around a little while we're talking, but he's doing pretty good at being calm.
He is. He's getting better as he ages.
What I notice about all the pets, they're very calm and it makes people calm around them, huh?
It does.
Wow.
It's a phenomenal effect that he has on everybody that we meet. It's just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, last night before today's show, I was so excited to meet Magic.
Yeah, he just makes an impression. Most people know Magic before they know us.
Okay.
I walk down the street and people say, "Hi, Magic." They don't have a clue who we are.
Does Magic have brothers and sisters? Maybe.
He doesn't.
Okay. I didn't know if there were other family members who might be in the project eventually.
No, we just decided it was time to do something back for the community, and we decided to do therapy work.
Magic, a boy or a girl?
Boy.
It's a boy, so I can ask his weight.
Yes, 140 pounds.
140 pounds. I remember when I was 140 pounds. Magic. Well, it's wonderful, and it's wonderful to meet you, and what a good project it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
All right.
Wonderful. It's very rewarding, very wonderful.
I see that in everyone I've met and all the pets and the patients who are enjoying them too.
It's worth every effort.
Yeah. Now, have you thought about maybe adding a snake to your family?
No.
All right, just getting you there. Well, thank you very much. We're with a very special guest, Julie Bond. Nice to meet you.
too.
Now, how long have you been with the organization?
Since 1998. I started with them in 1998.
And when you started, what did you do and what do you do now, maybe along the way?
Well, initially my job was to come in and design a program to evaluate their pets. But I also needed to go out to every facility that they visited and determine, look at the team size, look at the composition, see what they were already doing on visit so that I could better advise them what changes needed to be made or what things we could add or take away to make the visits more productive.
I see. So because the animals are privately owned, they need to be evaluated to see if they can be participants and then what they would be best at?
Absolutely. Well, because the veterinarians evaluate the pets for the owner, I get that report. Then the owners also fill out a questionnaire for me on their pet's behavior, and I put all that together with what I see during class to come up with my best picture of that pet and where I think they would best be placed.
So what would your specialty be considered, or where did you learn to do this?
Well, my background is actually I have a master's degree in animal behavior. So one of the board members for Furry Friends had heard about me and asked if I would be interested in doing this type of a class for them and putting it together. And I said, absolutely. This is my way to give back too. So It's very enjoyable, and it gives me the opportunity to see normal animals and their owners, and not just because most of my own private business is animals with really serious behavior problems. So
I
this
see.
is fun.
Right. So it makes it a pleasure to volunteer and work with the everyday people and pets.
Definitely.
You were talking when we were speaking earlier about a project in libraries. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. The Reading Buddies program is something new to Furry Friends. We just piloted the program. It's just getting off the ground. What will happen is pets will go with their owners into a library setting with children who are either learning how to read or having some reading difficulties. They will sit down with one of our pets and read to that animal. And it just helps the kids really feel more supported. They don't feel as threatened reading to a dog, for example, than they might feel reading to a teacher or to an aide.
Right. I just have felt the unconditional love all day today, so I can understand that completely.
But it's definitely a different kind of program than what you saw today, because here the animals are going to the memory support unit, then they're coming out here to visit, and they're moving around a lot. When you do a reading program, the animal actually has to lie still. Now, Sporty would be good at it.
Right, Sporty and I, we have so much in common.
Yeah, no, he'll be perfect at it. But a lot of dogs, I mean, it's not that they're agitated, but they do get bored and they get restless. And if they get restless, the child will interpret that as, oh, he doesn't like my story or my reading isn't good enough. So we really need animals that appear extremely supportive.
And that's true in life too, where if you're trying to tell a story to someone, you need a good listener. Then you really feel like you get to enrich yourself and, you know.
Yeah, no, and that's what we're looking for. So we'll have to add some additional training to our program to really evaluate. Because there are a lot of owners who are extremely interested in the Reading Buddies program, but whether their pet will be suitable, that will remain to be seen once we add that to our evaluation.
Remind us again all the venues that Furry Friends go to. I know assisted living where we're at today. Right. You were talking about in the future the library system. We heard about juvenile hall. What else is there?
We have a couple off-leash visits. So the Gilroy Children's Home is an off-leash visit. So Eastfield Ming Kwong, which is a home for kids, we also visit there. We visit Ronald McDonald House, Lucille Packard Children's Hospital. We visit with Alzheimer's patients at Cedar Creek. So I mean, there's a lot of different things that we can do. We have a number of facilities that are very interested in having us come out, but we simply don't have enough volunteers. That's what we really need is additional volunteers who are interested in captaining a team themselves so we can expand what we do.
Remind us where people can contact to find out about being a volunteer.
You just go to the website, which is www.furryfriends.org, and click on the I'm interested in joining.
Now, you got to meet Magic earlier. You've probably worked together before?
Actually, just in class. When Judy took class with Magic, we evaluated him in two situations. We evaluated him where all the animals were on leash and contained, and then she stayed for what we call our off-leash evaluation. So the dogs were running around off-leash, and Magic was right there and had no trouble whatsoever. He's a great horse, and Judy's a wonderful, dedicated owner. So.
Yeah, that's good, and it takes everyone, I'm finding out.
Oh, absolutely. And you need a lot of dedicated owners because, you know, they're giving their time not just for their visits, but they do their time for the class. They put in a lot of time. And we do appreciate that.
And it's a good way that people can give, you know, you can give money to different organizations or you can donate, but this is a very special thing with your family pet. So your pet's getting plenty of attention, and then the people are learning and being medically helped too.
Oh, there's documented proof that, you know, heart rate goes down, blood pressure goes down. I mean, everything. You get a good feeling from what we do, not only for the owners, but for the pets and for the people we visit. So it's just a good situation all the way around.
It is. Well, thank you, Julie, for being with us. Thank you for all you do. Hello, we have some very, very special guests. As a matter of fact, 3 of them this time. Of course, you remember Ellen, and we have Rain right here at our feet. Very calm. But we have a special guest who actually was instrumental in bringing Furry Friends to Pacific Gardens. Meet Don Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Tell us, how did you get the first idea or run across Furry Friends to bring them here?
Through some co-workers at a conference, we were talking about different kind of therapies to have with seniors and with dementia and Alzheimer's, and they brought up Furry Friends. So I got in contact with Ellen, and through a series of phone calls and discussions, I eventually had her come here to Pacific Gardens.
So Ellen, is it true that you were just with Rain yourself at the beginning, the only one?
Yes, when we start a team, we always start with a team captain. And I wanted to get a sense of the place, get a sense of the people, and then figure out what kind of animals that I needed to really round out the team. So for the first, I think, 4 or 5 months, Rain and I came here by ourselves and got a great reception. The people just were so in love with her that I knew that this was going to be a great place for them and for us.
Absolutely. I know that's true because when I met you, and Rain was the first pet I had met, very, very calming. Very calming. Now, you work extensively with Alzheimer's dementia patients, per se?
Yes. I've been working with seniors and dementia for about 18 years now. And over the years, there's been a lot of changes in the way of thinking with seniors and dementia. And pet therapy is a fantastic route to go with.
Right. What would you think is most therapeutic about them? What do they bring to the patients in your eye?
It brings a warmness, having a nice warm dog, and the dogs are unconditionally loving, so there's no expectations there. And with Alzheimer's, one of the last things to go is their long-term memory. So a lot of seniors have had pets in their past, and seeing a dog brings back those happy memories of their pets and animals.
As we were talking before the show, you were saying even patients in their final stages of dementia really respond to petting, the first touch of a dog.
They may not see the dog there or are aware of it, but once they start touching the furry friend, they feel that unconditional love again, and it's just fantastic.
And that's one of the conversations that we'll start up with them as well. When there's petting the dogs, we'll say, did you have animals when you were a child or when you were raising your family? And take them back to those happy memories that they have. And it's amazing how many of them, don't know who they are, don't know anything, but they'll remember a pet that they had when they were a kid. We went into this woman's room, and I spent 15 minutes with this lady having a wonderful conversation. Sweetest lady, very nice, loved my dog, told me all the stories of her childhood. Came out in the hall, and there was the site coordinator with her jaw on the ground. And I looked at her and went, what's wrong? And she said, that is the meanest, nastiest, unhappiest person in the facility. She hates everything and everyone. And she just spent 15 minutes coochie-cooing your dog. And I'm like, well, that's what dogs can do.
Wow, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask, are there any particular stories, that tie in with the program? And that's a perfect one right there. It's a true success story.
Yes. Absolutely. We have, we work with seniors and children, so there's stories all over the place.
And Don, lastly, too, is it true that you're an advisor to the governor at times on programs with dementia and things like that?
I've spoken with the governor and spoken with different groups and organizations with that, yes.
Well, I wanted to bring that up lastly because I want to say and thank you. You're a true hero in our book with all your knowledge and bringing it to the program, getting started, and you as well. Thank you so much. It's what you give back that really makes a difference in the world. And thank you, Rain, for being with us.